kind of went through, just going from JUCO to JUCO and then going to a D1 school. It's just, you see so many different, like the same patterns, but just different women. So
Yeah.
all like the same party girls, the same stories, sorority girls. You got like the team water girl or whatever she does. She's not really the water girl. She's just taking your fluids basically.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the coaches. And it's just, you got like the groupie, the girls teams that will be like chilling after watching your games. Like, I'm sure they watch your practices too sometimes. You got them girls in the bleachers. Yeah. So those are like, it's just, I got so many stories. So we got to, I don't know, like maybe next
Definitely.
stream or whatever, we got to chop up some more game on this because there's a
Definitely,
lot
definitely.
to go into.
That'll be fire because we could talk about too. Like I remember at URI last year, it was the track girls that were groupies. Like I got with when because me and my ex would go
Yeah,
on
track
break.
girls and
Yeah,
soccer girls.
hell yeah, track, soccer, and field hockey.
And volleyball. Yeah.
Yeah. The volleyball chicks too. That's funny you said that. I had a threesome with the volleyball chicks. When I was on my recruiting visit too, and because they just knew that I played. You know what I'm trying to say? So they just gave it up, and I knew one of them too. And then she just brought her friend. Like straight up, it was crazy. Like it was so crazy. That was
And
like
they're
my
both on
senior
the
year.
team?
Yeah, they're both on the
Damn.
team.
I gotta hear
Crazy.
that story later. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That shit was crazy. Basically, I'm on my recruiting visit and I hit her up and I'm like, yo, come to the party. Because I remember my host was asking me, he's like, yo, like, who do you know here? And I was just telling him random girls. And he's like, yeah, have her slide. So she ends up coming. And then me and her are just drunk. We're going at it, whatever. And then she's like, yo, let's go back to my room. So we go back to her room. And then her roommate just comes in and she grabs me by like the back of my hair like that and just starts going at it. Like I'm laid up with her on the bed and me and her are going at it. Like I had my shirt off and everything. And then I was a senior, bro. These girls are like 2 years older than me. And then her fucking roommate comes in. She's way taller than me too. I'm only 5'9", 5'10". The bitch is like a volleyball bitch. She's like 6 something. She just grabs me by the back of my hair and then we all just start going at it. It was like, it just happened so fast.
Like a movie,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, like mid everything was going down, her other roommate comes in with like 4 dudes, and they dead just like seen it all. Like it was crazy, bro. It was mad funny. It was mad funny though. I don't give a fuck.
That's a crazy first like on campus experience too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was on my recruiting visit too. It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a body on almost all my recruiting visits except Central Connecticut and Fordham. But on most of my other recruiting visits, I got a body at my school I'm at now, URI, Merrimack, um, Central, Southern. I
From
didn't get one at
from
Stonehill.
athlete chicks or just like,
Yeah, all
oh
athlete
yeah, it's
chicks.
like athlete chicks. Yeah.
Yeah. Like at my school now, she ended up transferring too because I hit it back up when I transferred there. And I'm like, hey, it's funny, I just transferred to C State. And then she's like, oh, I just left. That's sad. And then she ran track too. She was a thrower. Well, not ran, but she was a thrower. So she was still on the track team. You know what I'm trying to say? Track girls be groupies too. The cheerleaders too. The cheerleaders be groupies. Like the other chick, the one that is with all the hockey dudes now, the one that was buying me all the shit, Sydney. She's a cheerleader. So obviously, you know she's a fucking groupie.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's crazy.
I remember I used to date and like mess around with cheerleaders in high school, and that was a red pill in itself because they're literally with everyone on the whole
Yeah.
team in every sport, but mainly like not really baseball, but mainly like football, basketball for us. Those are
Yeah.
the big ones,
Uh,
and
uh,
it would be the same chicks just coming through like at the same parties and just like man, like everyone was hitting.
100%. Because you see, the chicks too in high school too. It was more for the cheerleaders in high school, but I went to an all boys prep school, like I said. So the cheerleaders were our sister school. You know what I'm trying to say? So they was our cheerleaders from our sister school, which was an all girls prep school. So they used to come there, and it's all girls, so they're not used to seeing dudes. So they're even more
Yeah.
thirsty. You know what I'm trying to say? So they come to the games and shit, and they're the groupies. Like at the parties, they're the ones getting passed around, like whatever. Like you see, what was it? It was called Bayview Academy, and they were like our sister school.
And it was just like they would be coming over just thirsty because they weren't they weren't
Yeah.
seeing any dudes the whole week. So
Yeah, exactly.
they
That's
got
how it is.
they got to let loose a little.
And then that was with us too, because I went to all boys school, so you see that when we barely see
And you
each other.
guys would be yeah. So it's just that built up tension.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mad funny, bro. How was your high school experience though?
It was
Like with
chill. I
chicks.
mean, I was a simp in high school to be honest, like a big simp.
Yeah,
but it was mainly because I was in that long relationship where I thought like I could make things work. And
Yeah,
that red pilled the hell out of me too. And it was just like after that moment, and then like before that relationship and everything, I wasn't as focused as I should have been with
yeah,
like basketball and school, but I still like obviously graduated and like went on to play still, but I had lost offers and stuff like that because I wasn't focused and I wasn't on my purpose as much. And I was way more concerned with like going to parties and like I started like she introduced me to like weed and stuff,
yeah,
drinking and that kind of lifestyle because I would go to parties before and I would just like be chilling with just water. And then she was the one that kind of like introduced me to a lot of things. And that was really like my big takeaway is just like I don't I hated like the person I was back then because it was just so distracted. So
yeah.
I want to tell guys like don't be doing that kind of stuff. Like you might be hitting it every day and like you might be partying and thinking it's cool, but it's depressing and you realize like you missed out on a lot of like time and opportunity that you could have had.
And all the energy you put towards her and put towards trying to look fly at the parties. Like
Yeah,
last year too, bro.
all the
When I
money.
was at
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like when I was at my old school, I was putting all the energy into my ex. I was fucked up every day, bro. Because when I got hurt after that, everything just went to hell, bro. Because then I was like, yo, like I'm not playing. I don't give a shit anymore. So I'm just gonna drink and smoke every day. So I could put on to that lifestyle too. And even in high school too, like I still went D1, but it's crazy too to think that if I had put all the energy that I put into chasing chicks, putting a going to parties, all that in high school, if I had not chased all them chicks and not done all that and not missed workouts to go chase chicks, maybe I would have been at a bigger D1 school because my other school was FCS. You know what I'm trying to say? So like athletic wise, like I know I had the talent to play at the highest level possible, but I just think that I didn't really put the time in. You know what I'm trying to say? Because in high school I really did not work out. Like I started working out senior year of high school. Like that I started taking serious, but I still was drinking every weekend. I still was chasing chicks. I still was waking up too hungover to go to work out. So if I had been doing that and on my shit consistently, where I would have been at a different school would have been crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? Even if I just got a full ride, because I was only on a partial at my old school, but if I was on a full ride, maybe like just that extra work to be
you
an
never
all-star.
know, man. Yeah, you
Exactly.
always
That's
had
what I
like
mean.
could have, would have, should have that you
That's what
always
I mean.
think of. Yeah, and
And
dude, I don't know if you realize like if it's ever happened to you. Like it seems like chicks like in high school or whatever. Like if you're in a long-term relationship, or I don't know if you were that type of guy ever.
a little bit.
Like you
I'm
dated
trying to say.
times, like
I
okay,
would date. I would date for a short period of time. We'd break up, and then I just go back to the parties. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was almost like they would start arguments so intentionally before big games, before practice.
Yo, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Yo, that's actually crazy. So when
Mm,
I first went prep, I had to sit out half the season,
mm,
right? Because I like it's like a rule that when you go from public school to a prep school mid-year, you have to sit out half the season for the next football year.
mm.
So my first game, I was starting at running back and corner because I was balling out in practice. So I missed half the season. They were starting me healthy as a corner and as a running back, right off rip. And my girl at the time started an argument with me the day, like literally I was in the locker room pregame and she's like, started an argument with me like over some shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And that's junior year. That was crazy. That's actually crazy. You just said that. That's like another red pill moment. That like blew my mind.
You look back literally with this knowledge, man. I'm like, I was thinking to myself the other day, like, before every big game, before practice, I'll always be in some type of conflict, like verbal, just BS. Like something will always pop off with her where it's just like, come on, like this could wait. But she,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, like she realized that my focus was not on her and she was just trying to throw in like a little monkey wrench to get me to think start
Yo,
thinking on her more. Yeah.
that's crazy. Cause I remember too, bro. I'll never forget. It was my birthday of my junior year, and I was starting, and I missed half the season because I transferred. And I remember she just started arguing with me, like literally, like last period, like when I was going to the locker room, like before pregame, like for meetings and shit. Um, it was like over some girl that she seen following me that liked my pictures and shit, and
Mm,
like that's just how it started. Like that's really crazy. You said that.
mm,
That's honestly wild.
mm.
That's wild.
I don't
That's
know
crazy.
why it is. That's what I'm just thinking. It's maybe because there's something else replacing them in your mind, and they just want to be the center of attention, or they're purposely doing it to jeopardize. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Like
think.
they want an emotional rise out of you because they know that you're trying to mentally prepare. Like it's crazy. I have no idea why they do it.
You know what I think too is that a lot of girls that I noticed that I mess with from my old school, they still try to want me to be that same person I was last year. They still want me to be the weed head, want me to be the party kid, this, that, and the other, because I was so depressed and I was such at a low point back then. So now that I'm I'm a better person, I'm
Yeah.
more mature, I'm older, I'm taller. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm just all around a different person. I look different. I'm more in shape. Because I got fat when I played at my old school too. Like I did not look like a D1 athlete like back then. Like I was fat, I was out of shape, you know what I'm trying to say? Didn't take care of myself, bags under my eyes all the time.
Mm,
And at those chicks, yeah, like I was still high status to them, but like they how do I word this? They liked me because I was like there for them. You know what I'm trying to say? They liked me because I was convenient for them. They liked me because I was probably the best that they could get at that moment. So
mm,
they liked me for them. So now that I'm older and I'm a different person, I look at them different. They try to hate on me now because
mm,
I don't give them the same type of attention. I'm not the same person. I'm not depressed anymore. I'm doing better. So to their minds is that if they know that they can't get me, because a lot of them try to talk me out of transferring, and I'm thinking about that. I'm like, that's fake. Because if you really want the best for me, you know I'm depressed. You know I'm not happy here. You know I have problems with the coaches. Why not let me transfer and go be happy? But
yep.
no, they're upset that I transferred because they want me to stay down and stay on their level and stay depressed. You
Mm,
feel what I'm saying? So I feel like too was that a chick should want to grow with you. A chick should want to be your biggest fan. But I feel like now because they're so jealous, envious, whatever, all the above, that they want you to stay on that level and stay stagnant with them. You feel me?
mm, mm. And they always like they're really into like building you up like as a project.
Yeah,
They're constantly just like if you're already doing better than them, like they have nothing to really build. So they're kind
yeah,
of like like he's too good for me, kind of like there's nothing
yeah,
to build here. So they'll like if you start doing better than them, they're just like like well, I'm gonna toss them aside.
yeah. Like chicks try to think they can save you too. You know what I'm trying to say? Like this other chick I was messing with at my old school. She always used to say, "Oh, you're depressed. I can help you. I can do this, that, and the other." I'm like, "Bitch, you can't help me. Like, I need to figure this shit out myself." And she's like, "Oh no, like whatever, whatever." And then the other chick too, Sydney, homegirl with the 2 million snap score. She was friends with one of this other girl that I used to be friends with too. Because her she used to put me on with like her other friends, like the other girl I used to be friends with, she used to put me on with her friends and shit. And she knew Sydney. And so Sydney was like talking about me to her, and she was like, "Oh, like I just want to help him. Like I know he's been hurt before. I want to help him and like show him that what love really is and like all this shit like that." But that's what I mean. She loved the thought of me. She didn't actually love me, if that makes
Mm,
sense. You feel what I'm saying? She loved the white picket fence thought of me,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, the idea of me, but she didn't love the fact that I have other girls that I'm not head over heels for, that I'm on my purpose, that if I have to pick between going to the gym and going to a workout, a football workout the next morning or going out to the bar with her, I'm obviously going to stay home. You feel what I'm saying?
yep, yep.
Like, that's what I mean.
So before, when you said you were a little overweight, and then you got in shape, obviously. Looking at you now, you're in good, you're in really great shape. So, did you notice anything like? Oh, obviously you did, but like, what is some of the differences in female behavior towards you when you got your body right?
Well, thank you, first of all, for saying I'm in great shape. Appreciate the compliment, bro. And then, the difference between the female behavior is not even just on an aspect of like an attraction level, because like I walk in, I go through the gym, I get choosing signals like left and right. You know what I'm trying to say? Not even trying to sound like that, but just I'm trying to put it in perspective, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so you get choosing signals more, but just in the behavior when you talk to them, is that now I'm so confident in myself, so I can hold eye contact and like look into the bitch's soul. You know what I'm trying to say? Not no creepy, I'm not on no creepy shit, but like I'm just so confident in myself where I can look in a bitch's soul and I can just look into a girl's soul and just like be confident enough to hold eye contact with her. Where before, like my body language was poor, I was slouched over, I had bags under my eyes, I didn't take care of myself, so I wasn't confident enough, didn't have the body language enough to have that juice to be able to go talk to a chick. You know what I'm trying to say? And now chicks will come over and talk to me, like
Mm,
just because I look good. You know what I'm trying to say? Like chicks will slide into my DM all the time asking me to train them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like most of my clients, you know what I'm trying to say? I know it's bad because business, but most of my clients I've been intimate with. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just from being a fitness trainer. You know what I'm trying to say? They know you look good.
mm,
So they want to hop on that. So it's just automatically, they're automatically feminine too, which is crazy too, is because like I'll go on a first date with a chick and she's on like sometimes there'll be no shit tests just because like I'll wear a tight shirt that hugs my body. Not maybe because of that. Obviously it's the energy too and the charisma and whatever. But the fact that just because like I look so alpha, that a chick will just automatically be feminine because like I feel like that just puts her in her feminine because that's what she likes. So she doesn't have anything in her to want to give a shit test, to want to be bitchy, to want to do this and the other because she just automatically is so attracted. You know what I'm trying to say? Automatically just um perceives it as being better than her. You know what I'm trying to say? Because when you are working out, like all the chicks that were in my rotation, they're all working out now. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm not saying I showed them the gym because I only brought two of them to the gym with me. Or if I didn't meet her at the gym and we don't work out together, then two of the girls that were in my rotation go to the gym now currently because they see me in the gym. They see me looking good. They see girls commenting on my Instagram pictures. They see me modeling with chicks better than them. They want to step their shit up. So not even just in an attraction level and you interacting with them, like them acting feminine, but as the level that the chicks around you that are in your rotation or that are around you, they want to step their game up too because they see me working out, looking good. So they almost want to compliment that. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's almost in a girl to want to like follow. You feel what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
almost in her to want to follow. So
They're natural receptors, like the same way, and it goes real deep, like the same way they receive feed and they receive like our energy being transferred, they receive information and knowledge like that. Like they need to be led or they will lead to a life of destruction and chaos. It's the same
yeah,
thing.
exactly. So like even like too, like I see the chick down in the scoops of pre-workout on her snap. Like obviously she's joking around, but if she's doing it almost every day she goes to the gym, she's obviously following a trend that I started. You feel what I'm saying? Um, so like you see her working out, starting to work out, starting to do things I used to do because she knows that the chicks around me are better than her, if not better. So she needs to step her game up. Like
Yeah.
another chick that was in my rotation in high school, she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, like, can you help me out going to the gym, whatever, whatever." And she always be trying to get back at me. Like she's always because I feel like I imprinted her too because like I took her virginity and then I just honestly just stopped talking to her because it just wasn't a good experience. I just didn't like her. She was just kind of a weird girl, you know what I'm trying to say. So she hits me up now. She's like, "Hey, like, you help me out with the fitness stuff, whatever, whatever." She always used to hit me up saying, "Let's start over," like all that. And
Mhm.
now that she sees me working out, she sees me doing the fitness modeling with the Herbalife and shit. Now she try to win me back. She's stepping up her game because if she wasn't still thinking about me, she wouldn't hit me up. She would go ask someone else for fitness advice. You know what I'm trying to say? So
Mhm.
as in an aspect of like you building your body too. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, bro, but it's just a lot of game that we can really try to put out the dudes. But
Mhm.
is that when you work on yourself, you have the confidence enough where you'll get the choosing signals because you're already just carrying yourself well enough. You can hold eye contact with a chick so you can get her more attracted to you and seduce her. And she'll just act more feminine with around you because I don't know if I would say it makes them insecure, but a lot of chicks will say to me, "I'm intimidated by you," but like I like it, like in a good way. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they'll say you're scary, but it's sexy, like shit like that. Because like not even just in a physical wise, but just like the way I carry myself, and like they know that they're intimidated because they know that I could probably do better than them.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? So when you look good, chicks will automatically act feminine because they know that you can do better than them. You feel what I'm saying?
And they have to keep up, they have to continue to qualify. Yeah.
Exactly. And they have to continue to qualify. So then they'll be in the gym and they'll start trying to level up and look better because they know that the chicks around me are always going to be looking better. You feel me? So it's just all around is a good cycle. That's a really, really good question you asked, bro.
Yeah,
Real good.
that was a great response. That was a lot of information there just to soak in. Uh,
Yeah.
that's truth. That's truth right there.
Appreciate
In
that, bro.
regards to the eye contact thing, I think that's powerful, man.
It
What you're
is.
talking about, looking her in the eyes the entire conversation and just really just dialing in. Like a lot of girls can't maintain that eye contact.
Yeah, they can.
Some are really good, but then a lot of times they'll eventually crack, and then they do
Yeah.
feel intimidated deep down inside. You see that little girl inside of them still, where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
put on this front, but like you're this bad chick, and all these guys got to qualify to you. But I give you some eye contact for 3 5 minutes during a conversation, asking you some questions and getting to know you. And eventually I'm gonna pick you apart and see that little girl underneath start to scream
Facts.
through. Yeah.
Facts. Like I was with this chick last night from my old school, and I was talking to her, because I haven't seen her because she actually goes to school up in Syracuse where my school's at. So she'll come visit me, and like when she's down back home when I used to go to school, I'll go visit her. So we chill. We went to the restaurant last night on the beach. She actually paid too, which was smooth. And fucking
Hell
that's how it is. And like I'm just sitting there talking to her, and then she's like at the table, and she's like, "Oh," like after I was looking at her, she's like, "Oh," like you know, I'm trying to say like bitches will do that when you like hold
yeah.
eye contact with them. Like it's smooth too, because you really just
That
like
energy
you said,
transfer, bro. That's real.
hell yeah, it really is. Because a lot of dudes they can't even hold eye contact with a chick. You know what I'm trying to say? I actually dropped a video on this too because my roommate actually, my old roommate, he broke up with his girl because he's like a total porn addict. So his idea of sex is just so warped in so many ways. And he always talks about how he has problems with women and has problems with his own chick because he can't even get turned on by her because all he does is beat his dick, and he has a unreal idolization of women because he can't even go out and hold eye contact with his own girlfriend. And I've seen him interact with chicks at the bar and stuff at school.
Awkward as
He
hell.
can get awkward as hell because he gets around a chick and he folds because he can't hold the eye contact with her because he's just so out of tune with himself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, because a lot of dudes, like, he's just a perfect example. Like, dudes like us, that's why I'm really excited too. Like, it's an honor to be chopping it up with you too, is because there's a lot of dudes like us.
Bro,
I
appreciate it.
mean, thank you. But there's not many, I mean, there's not many dudes like us that are out here like trying to spread this message and trying to that live the lifestyle we live, and that just are dudes like us, because most of the dudes, like I said, are the beta male haters, are the dudes that are still chasing chicks, still watching porn 24 hours a day, still playing Fortnite all day on Xbox, still not doing their shit. And I love video games, don't get me wrong, but if I have to go to the gym and get my shit done, look into my business, sell my products, I'll do that and then play video games. But a lot of dudes have it on the back burner where they'll play the video games first, then they'll do their classwork, then they'll be on their shit, and then the gym and working on themselves, making money is on the back burner for them. You know what I'm trying to say? But chasing chicks, playing Xbox and smoking all day and watching porn, those are the things, eating junk food. You
That's
feel what I'm saying?
95% of dudes. Yeah.
That's what I mean. So when a chick gets around a dude like me, around a dude like you, around a dude like whoever else on YouTube, that they don't know how to act. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why we can really like start the movement. Like, we need to keep spreading this message. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah. I always say guys should be working on money, muscles, and game. That's the three things
Oh
that
yeah,
you need to be working on. And game is a constant thing for me. Game is just life. It's just
it's true.
it's what it is. It's
'Cause
not even just about women. Like at first when I was like hella new to this, I always just thought it was about women. But the deeper I've got down the rabbit hole, I'm like, this is about life. Like, it's way more to it than just this. It's about how everything operates, how everything works.
It's true. Like, even game is just like you said, it's not even just concerning women, it's just with everything, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, going on and chopping it up with anybody, bro. You go to a business meeting, you got to run game to be able to get that deal. Like, when I'm selling products to my clients, I have to be able to run game to be able to get them to buy my product, be able to get them to invest in my product. You feel what I'm saying? So, and like one of my buddies too, he runs he started a Patreon because he's like he's a stock trader, so he's teaching people how to day trade, and he sells the videos on Patreon, $15 a month to be able to go on there and teach people how to day trade. So he needs to market that, and so I help him out because like he's like, yo, bro, you're so good with the social media image, with how you present yourself on social media, and I'm like, each one of these people that you have on Snapchat is a person you can potentially is a potential client. So you need to market that out to them. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm like, you need to be able to run game and say something that'll get someone's attention to slide up. The same with a chick. You know what I'm trying to say? You want to post something looking good, post a picture of you at the gym, post a picture of you playing ball, get a chick to slide up. Same way you want to bait a client and use the same, not seduction tactics, but like, you know what I'm trying to say? Use the same.
Yeah, you're influencing
Yeah.
something to work in your favor, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just life, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, man, this is a lot of good information right now.
Hell yeah, definitely. I really appreciate you having me, bro. It's just been an honor, bro, for real.
I'm having a great time chopping it up with you, man. This
Definitely,
is
bro.
doing
You
better
too.
than I expected, for sure. This is great stuff.
Hell yeah, definitely, bro. Yo.